to my channel. I'm Alicia Dreaming, and today I wanted to do my Nano update. It's the second week of Nano starting, well, okay, no, we're starting the third week of Nano tomorrow because today is the 14th. Okay, so like today I barely hit 6K. I know, I'm super behind. And it's already the 14th. I don't think I'll make it to the 25K that I had set for myself. But I do plan on continuing with the draft until it's done. I feel very motivated with the story. And I did hit a very significant snag because I wrote myself into a corner and couldn't figure it out for several days. But then I discussed it with my writing buddy, Jesse, and I think it's like magic. It just kind of worked itself out. So I'm excited about that. But also too, I feel like I've had to give up some hangout time with friends, and I'm going to continue to try to stay home and as much as possible and not do stuff. Like the only thing I've done so far is the Black Panther Wakanda Forever for fun. But like I was trying to sneak in writing time like at work, and I was trying to, and it kind of worked, but like I have what I've been working on, and what the word count, the majority, like 75% of the word count right now is summary. So like summary of scenes and like what needs to be written, and I want to do that this way because I feel like if my instincts are right and I can make this into a trilogy or a series, I want to have the first novel plotted out completely before I delve into the second and third novels, because I don't want to go back and have to retcon everything, and be like, oh, maybe I could, no, I don't, like, maybe I need to like rewrite this or rewrite that. And it's like I am focusing on this as if I were to publish it. So like self-publish or trad pub, I mean, I don't really care at this point. I just want to get something that I feel I could publish. Because I was thinking about it the other day, and like, like the million words to get to before you can publish seems kind of like a huge number. And I know that my nano word count isn't completely accurate because there's a lot of fanfics I've written outside of nano time, nano months, or in camp nano even. So like and I haven't even counted all those up. And then there was one nano I completely lost the manuscript, and I think I was around 38,000 words. I'm not sure, because that computer died on me, and it was very tragic. I didn't want to write for years after that. I think for like 2 years I didn't want to write it. But and it wasn't, I'm not saying it was a great novel. I was just very into it, and it was original fiction. So like I had a great time writing it. And I think that's the most important part with your hobbies, is like if you're having a good time writing it, I think that's the most important thing. Not, whether or not it's good, because like the first draft is not going to be good. It's just to get words on a page to edit it later, And I was very young. Since this was like 4 laptops ago, I think the novel probably was when I was in community college. So I think it was early 20s when I was writing it. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not completely sure. But anyways, so yeah, Wow, already at 5 minutes. Okay, so I want to do another update on the 21st. I want to do updates on Mondays. And then maybe try to do an update on, let me see this calendar. And definitely do a post update for maybe like on December 1st and see how it's going. But I might just have to start doing like writing vlogs, because I know that this series that I'm working on with this Nano novel, I know I have the potential to stretch it out for at least 3 books, because like most romance novels, I've got characters that I want to flesh out in other books, and that I want to focus on in other books, and I still want to see, but I still want to show like the background, like my original characters like growing and in the background of those novels too, you know what I mean? So like I love the example that I'm thinking of right now. There's 2 examples actually. There's the Brown sisters, and I can't remember the author's name, but like Chloe Brown, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I think that's what the name is. But I'll put the cover right here. But like that series is really good, and because they're related, you know, like you get to see how they're doing. Even though the rest of the novels aren't about like they're from different viewpoints. So like that's the kind of thing where I'm heading towards. And then the other series of novels, of romance novels that I really loved, was the Reluctant Royals series. I think it's Alyssa Cole, and that series, I'm not even done with it. I haven't read the novellas yet. I started on one of the novellas, but I'm saving them for a rainy day, because sorry, there's a call coming through. Okay, so like I'm saving those novellas for a rainy day, because I love this series so much, and I don't think she's going to continue this series, the Reluctant Royals series, and I'm just like, I love all the characters. I just don't want it to end. But I've already reread some of the novels. Like, I know A Duke on Paper. No, A Prince on Paper. I think that's the one. I've read that one about 3 times. I read the other one twice, I think, and then the Duke by Default once. But like, it's funny because it's the one that I like the least compared to the other ones, and it's the first one I read. It's weird. It's weird to me that it worked out that way. But anyways, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm going for, like interconnected novels, a series, but like also like I'm not, a trilogy would be ideal, because I can think of enough characters right now for for 2 novels, for the second, you know, for another couple to be focused on in the second novel. But like a trilogy would be perfect if I could flesh out who, I mean, I kind of have an idea, sort of have an idea of who could be in the 3rd novel. I know one character that could be in the 3rd novel. But yeah. Okay, so this video is getting kind of long, so that's just me talking about my novel and my aspirations and who I look up to, and in terms of who I would aspire to emulate in this series of novels. But yeah, like it's gonna be a long journey. I'm gonna be writing these probably most of next year, I think, and like editing and drafting them. Like drafting them shouldn't take me more than 6 months, I would say. Like that's 2 months a novel, so that's not too bad. But that's like if I don't lose steam. But then that's just the drafting. That's just the drafting step, drafting the novels, and then I have to like set aside time to edit and stuff. And then I would like to go back and attempt other novels that I've tried to write. I call it the plancing, like where like you write the summary of scenes, but then you leave room for yourself to like wiggle. You give yourself wiggle room to like improv some stuff on it. So yeah. Okay, this video got entirely too long for an update. Updates should be short. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Bye.